its banks dressed in soft moss and tangled roots. Fish shimmered like silver thoughts just below the surface, and birds in brilliant plumage darted between the branches above. For the first time, we did not need to leave. We had found enough. We built our first shelters from the bones of fallen trees and the skins of animals that had once walked beside us. They were not like the brush lean-tos we made when we roamed. These were sturdier, heavier in their quiet promise. I remember pressing my hands into the packed earth of the floor, feeling its coolness, its patience. It welcomed us without question. At night, the firelight danced on the walls, throwing long shadows that flickered like memories. We told stories then, old ones of the chase, of the long winters and the endless steppe, but now, new stories joined them. Of planting wild seeds in the loam near the water. Of learning which roots would soothe an aching belly. Of watching our children play in the same place each morning, their feet wearing small paths in the soil. There was something tender in staying. I began to learn the song of this place, to know the moods of the river, the scent of the wind before a storm. We shaped the land gently, as though afraid to wake it from its ancient sleep. We laid stones in circles for cooking, stacked wood with care, marked the seasons by the rising of the moon over the same line of trees. Time, which once had galloped beside us like a hunted beast, now walked. The elders, who had once led us with eyes on the horizon, now watched the children with eyes full of stillness. They spoke more of listening, less of going. And I, who had once carried everything I owned on my back, found myself growing roots too, within the comfort of rhythm, of familiarity, of names for places and names for days. I remember sitting beside the river one morning, my hands wet with the clay I had scooped from the bank. I was shaping a vessel, slow and clumsy, but real. It would hold water, I thought. Or grain. Or berries gathered under the soft sun.